here we go. It's gonna be decently warm out today. Right now it's only 38 and it's supposed to get up to probably close to 40. Make sure I close the garage door. There we go. All right, let's head out. It's January 2019. I actually made a video already, so I can't call this my first hunt of 2019. It's an absolute disaster. So we're gonna take a second shot at this first hunt of 2019. Heading out to a home site. I got permission for this place maybe about a month ago. There's actually two old houses that used to be out in the middle of these fields. One of them's plowed, the other one's not plowed. We're going to the one that's not plowed. They date back pretty far. I know at least 1853. But I'll show you some maps once we get out there. But let's head on out and see if we can at least locate one of the houses and hunt that today. Be using the V3i today. Left the old MX Sport at the house, just regular D2 oil. I hope that everybody had a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year. Get through all the holidays. We're into 2019 now, like I've already said. It's blessed to have this day to come out when the ground's not frozen and actually have this site to actually come to metal detect. I do have a little story about a Christmas gift that was sent to me by one of my viewers' daughters. She's a nice young lady. In one of my previous videos, I mentioned that I don't find very many rings. And if I ever found a ring, even if it was a Hello Kitty ring, that I would wear it. So here's a Hello Kitty ring. So here's the ring that Francesca sent me. She had actually wore this ring. It's got a few little gems missing, but it's still very perfect. I'm very appreciative of it and thankful for it. So Francesca, thank you for this ring. And this is our field. That's all it is. It's not farmed like usually I get into. Now the problem is it's got, tall grass on it that's laid over since it's winter time, and not being a plowed field, my coil is going to be about that high, far away from the actual surface if it had previously been plowed with open dirt. Here's our 1853 Atlas. We're actually fenestrated to the road looking this way right now. It's a little bit of a bend in the road and an intersection this way, and the squares right there. That's the landowner's name. Now let's take a look at 1873, and you can see that the bend in the road is still somewhat there, but it's not as exaggerated. But you can still see there's a intersection right here. That's the same house in 1873. Now this is a 2018 aerial photo, and I put this little square where I guessed that it was before I came out here. And all I'm doing is just using the aerial map to get me close and then get out here and put myself in the shoes of the person that built this house. Where would I build that house? On that high spot. So it's just a guess. Let's see what's out here. I've been metal detecting for about 20 minutes. My V3i, even if I take it down to an RX gain 2, try the frequency offset, try running it in multi-frequency, single frequency, I can't even tell when I'm getting a target. There's so many signals and falsing because of EMI. There's one little two-phase power line out there, and I guess it's carrying half the county on it. So this site is pretty much rendered pointless to metal detect with that metal detector. I wish I would have brought the MX Sport with me like I usually do, because I could probably just turn that one on and ground balance and start metal detecting like I usually do when I have this problem with the V3i. 150, 200 feet from where I really want to be because of EMI, no matter how I set the machine. So let's get back to it. I've dug a couple holes just trying to get tied into something that would be more personal. That might be the signs of a house, and I just got this. Let's all take guesses on what that is. I was hoping it was maybe like a small cannonball, but it's not. But that looks like to me like a very old, possibly top of a bed rail. Maybe the house is back here. Keeping my fingers crossed. There's a target right here that's big, and it's reading high, so it's probably aluminum. That looks just like that's actually copper attached to wood, if you can see that. I don't have a lot of good targets out here, so We'll just keep looking. Until I get more confident about my sight here, I'm just gonna show the quick digs. There's something in here that's reading real high, just like that big piece of metal we just found. What in the world? It's another one of those. Now I have 2 of these things. Keeps me my hopes up on the houses back here though. Target here at 4 inches. Low VDI and jumpy. It's up there in the plug. This is what we have. It is a small little belt buckle. Seems to have some age on it, but it's not ancient. Pretty cool. All right, let's keep looking. I'm to the point now where this is on 6 RX gain right now. So I'm just gonna hang it up and we're gonna go to another side. I'll come back here with the MX Sport so that we can actually hunt it. So I'll give you a quick view of where we're going. It's way out that way. It looks like a giant marshmallow right there, but it's to the left of that, out by a road. Let's try this again. Sometimes I do get a little frustrated out here metal detecting, but it's part of it, I guess. The sun's out. I haven't found anything yet to say I found something cool, but maybe here at this house site it'll be a little easier because it's just an open bean field and I don't have to swing through all the grass. I can get my coil lower to the ground, and you can see that this is more of like the lower area, but you can see that first little mound right there. That's where I'm gonna assume that the house was. And there's that big marshmallow out there. That's where we were. This is where we are now. I'm gonna run in 3 frequency, RX gains at 12, the discrimination sensitivities at 90, 7.5 hertz on the ground filter. Now, I'm just gonna pull the trigger and this will be all metal, and you can hear a little bit of EMI. There is power lines over here as well. And I can tell there's already stuff there, something there, something there, something there. Good likely spot. Let's get to it. All right, here's the first good target that I have. There's tons of iron out here. It's 3¼ inches deep. Reading nice and high. Let's see if my day changes to a really good day. It's reading 63, 72, and it's somewhere over here. Oh, look. What is that? Looks like a coin for sure. It looks like it has a hole in it. At least on that one side. Kind of different. I don't know what to call it. It feels like a fat Indian. But as you can tell, it's not an Indian. I don't know what that says either. Maybe something through the camera can pick up a little better than what I'm seeing, but there's a hole in it and it's crudely stuck through it. It looks like maybe an awl or something got slammed in it. The other side looks like it got beat up pretty bad, but it may be a design. Changes my day. Just want to keep on swinging. Let's find something else. And just like that, I love my V3i again, and got a nice positive attitude. Got a target right there at 1¼ inch. Cancels out if I'm right over top of it, but if I'm right there, let's just see what it is. There's something there, and I kept getting some 30s, but it's probably a piece of iron. It's like right in here, whatever it is. What's that? It was canceling out. It kept telling me in the 30s, and then it would go off full iron. But I dug it anyway. Look at that. It's decorative. It's made out of lead. That's why it's hitting in the 30s like that. But I'll dig that. It's pretty cool. It's a great big target. It says 2¾ 25. Somewhere in the plug here. What's this? That looks like the base of a spoon. And then that's a bent broke spoon handle there. 4.5, 5 inches. Low VDI. 22 short and a square nail. That's all that was in that hole. Piece of a square nail. Target there at 2¾ a little higher on the VDI. Not all that deep. Not in the hole. Oh, how cool. Uh-oh. Let's take a look at this together. All right, my heart's somewhat pounding right now. I'm not sure what this is, but you can tell that it's a button. Looks like a two-piece button. I'm not a pro on buttons, but there's something on that. I'm gonna clean on this and we're gonna see what that is. I'm hoping it is what I think it is. Here you have it. I don't even know, it's not an artillery. I don't know if it's standard infantry, but that is an incredible shape. The shank is not on the back. Isn't that a dandy? Man, I'm so glad I moved over to this spot and hunted this spot through mapping and came out when it was cold and pouring down rain and asked the farmer to metal detect in his fields and waited until a decent day, and somehow I got out here and swung the coil over top of this and just dug it. If you take those happy squirrel moments when I'm digging up something in the 80s and multiply it by about 10, that's what I feel right now. Not deep at all. We'll just get this one with the pinpointer. 1 3/4, 47. That's pretty interesting. We'll just do this one together. Could be anything. Get out the little digger here. Junk. Looks like junk. Doesn't appear to have any writing on it. So far, that is. It's just a flat piece of what appears to be copper or brass with a hole in it. All right, keep moving. This is right on top and it sounds like something awesome. You can see there. It's just building on the right hand side like no other. I don't think it could be mistaken for too much other than what it looks like it is. Let's come down here. That's why I came today. Yes. Isn't that awesome? What is it? Cornet. Looks like that is exactly what it is. Oh, that's wonderful. All right, well, let's see how big the text is on the back. Oh, it's hold. Yes. Somebody was wearing it. People like to put holes and stuff around here for some reason. A couple heart stoppers today. Let me clean that up. We'll look at it. 1833. Hold. A large set. Isn't that awesome? It's actually in wonderful shape. This is a very nice field to all the fines in the ground. You can still see all the reading around the edges. Man, that's awesome. I'm not sure how much bigger I can smile today. This is a awesome day. Sun shining, finding large cents and Civil War buttons. Can't beat that. Let's find some more. Next target's a 2933 and it is right on top, 1.5 inches. There, that's what I got. The end of a spoon or fork. Right about there, 5 3/4. Got an excellent signal. I'm really liking that one. I'm gonna pop a hole on that and then we'll move down there. Gonna check the hole. Still in the hole at a 92. So most likely, it's a big piece of iron down in here. Something white down in there. What is that? It's pottery. About a foot down. Whatever it is, it's making me cancel out. And it looks like it's right there. It's a little different. It's not a big piece of iron either. Most interesting. That's a belt buckle. If y'all can see it, sorry. Yeah, that's definitely a belt buckle. Does that look like anything to anybody? Pretty old house. I don't know if it's military. I don't think it's for a horse either. I can't clean it up real well. You can see the shininess of it right there. This thing was like a foot in the ground. Way down in there. That's awesome. Now I've been working on this hill here that you can see behind me. And you can see there's a distinct line running down through here where this is a little darker on this side than that. It's because this just freshly got some manure spread all over it. I was trying to hold off a little bit before I got over there, but it's okay, just hold your nose. Here's our first target out in the poo, and it might make me look a less crazy for being out here. It's 4.5 inches. Nice and nice hit. Sometimes in the 50s, all the way up in the 60s is what I saw. What's this? All right. What is in there? Oh yeah, look at that. It's a coin. Oh, it's not a coin. It's a button. It's perfect. Awesome. Boy, that thing was deep. Nothing on it, as you can see there, but it's got a beautiful shank. It's in awesome condition. You can almost sew that on your shirt and use it today. Well, I'm gonna end this hunt just by, that's it. I'm done for the day. I've swept over that whole entire area. I'm sure there's more to it. I'd like to keep sweeping, try some different coils, bring the sport out here next time, and see what else we can find. As you can tell, the sun's going down. It's a beautiful sunset. I was very thankful for this day, being able to come out. It was warm, the sun was out, it wasn't windy. It's just nice, not covered in mud up to my belt line right now, so it's gonna be an easy cleanup when I get home. I'll have to do some research on the button when I get home to positive ID it, but I'm pretty sure it's an infantry Civil War button, and the coin is a 1833 coronet, large cent. All very cool finds. Turned out to be a wonderful day, but I do need to get home. So, but as always, thank you very much for watching. Soon you'll see my logo change. I'm gonna make some edits to that, so if it looks like there's an imposter out there with this squirrel, it's still me. So, until next time, take care.